Welcome to the very first edition of Tech Talks. This is where we explore the technology shaping our future, the people driving innovation, and the ideas changing everyday life. I am Gladys Asuko. For our very first episode, we are joined by inventor Abdul Basid Dauda, a young Nigerian innovator from Zamfara State, whose work in robotics and artificial intelligence is focused on building low-cost safety robots and inspiring more young people to embrace technology. Abdul Basid, welcome to Tech Talks.
Thank
How
you
are
so
you
much.
doing?
I'm fine.
How is everything going?
Oh,
You mentioned you're into robotics and AI. So, how did the inspiration came from and all growing up?
firstly, my name is Abdul Basid Dauda, a young innovator passionate about AI and robotics,
Okay.
trying to build technology. CEO and founder of Unive Robotics Limited, a robotics and AI startup based in Zamfara State, Nigeria.
Okay.
So, actually, growing up in northern Nigeria, we have seen a lot of problems that we, the youth, we have to wake up and bring new ideas to change the entire future of the
The
northern
narrative.
Nigeria. We have to change the narrative. We have to change the entire future of the northern Nigeria. We, the youth, we have to wake up, try to bring some new ideas to change the whole narrative, to shape the future of the northern Nigeria to the world.
Okay, so you described yourself as Zamfara Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So, how did this name came about?
So actually, I'm not the one personally that named myself as Zamfara Elon
You got it
Musk.
from somewhere?
From people around me.
Wow.
Actually, being Elon Musk as the number one world innovator that drives the technology from now to future, that drive the real world technology, bringing new ideas, solving real world problems. And actually, people around me seeing me uh, trying to build my own technology from local materials, trying to solve problems within our environment. That is why they start calling me the Zamfara Elon Musk. Being him as the number one
Yeah.
top world
So, it's
world
someone they saw that you
innovator.
were looking up to,
Yeah,
or you were just trying to create your own path.
I'm trying to create my own. I really like Elon Musk actually, but I'm trying to create my own path. I just want to leave my own legacy that take northern Nigerian and represent Nigerian to the world of innovators.
So what first got you interested in robotics? Like what caught your attention?
Okay, actually, growing up in northern Nigeria as a youth, uh, we can see a lot of opportunities that leave us, a lot of things that we're supposed to involve ourselves, we the youth,
Yeah.
that we are not actually involving ourselves due to lack of the knowledge of both tech and artificial intelligence.
Wow.
And this is the current
Situation.
knowledge that we need to have for us to be putting our hands in this kind of programs that the world is actually kickstarting right now.
Okay, so can you say like when growing up or while growing up, you've always had this, mindset that this is what I want to do, or along the line there was something that led to another, and you got that zeal for you to go into robotics and AI.
Actually, I have that curiosity
Yeah.
of thinking how these machines work, how this bulb work, how fan work, and I have seen a lot of news of home destroyed by fire, business loss to gas explosion, and
Okay.
families affected by carbon monoxide poisoning from generators. Actually, I kept asking myself this question: how could technology detect a danger before it becomes a disaster?
Wow.
Because there is a lot of fire outbreaks
Yeah.
that keep happening simultaneously in northern Nigeria. For example, a fire incident that happens in Kano where marketers lost millions of naira. So these kind of things actually inspire me to start building our own technology, because we in northern Nigeria, we are the people that knows our problem, and we are the people that are supposed to solve our own problem locally. That is what makes me to start building technology.
So what was the first thing you ever built?
If I could remember, actually, I've started with simple electronics to hologram technology,
Yeah.
simple project like aeroplanes and this kind of simple
Wow.
project. But doing that does not mean I start the real innovation.
Yes.
Innovation means creating something that updating something that already exists. You should
Yes.
update it. You should add another feature for it to solve a real world problem. So I started my own innovation with my smart safety monitor and guidance robot. That is what I start as an innovation that solve real world problem. That is the first.
So, how many failed attempts did you have? Trying these new inventions and everything. There were probably times like, you mixed up something with another and, you failed in that aspect. So, how many failed
Actually,
experiments
it's
did you have?
uncountable
Wow.
because in the world of innovation, you
You
have
must
to try.
and
You
keep
have to
going.
take the risk because no one born with that knowledge of robotics. You have to learn it. And we in northern Nigeria, we have lack of access to technical equipment. So that means you have to risk your own equipment to build that. So I tried the smart safety robot many times. I tried many times actually before it becomes to this stage. I tried many times. I tried with carbon. Uh, I tried with cardboard. I mean the
Yeah.
cardboard before rubber. Then now
Okay.
I actually update it to metal. It body. But I actually tried it many times before it
Okay,
becomes
you've
enough.
been speaking about northern Nigeria. So, what problem, like, list the main problems you want to solve with your technology?
Actually, I only cannot actually solve the
So,
whole northern
yeah.
Nigerian problem, but I can actually assist to solve a certain particular problem. Actually, so the main problem I really have the intention to solve actually this problem of fire outbreaks
Yeah.
and the problem of carbon monoxide, because it's a carbon monoxide is a dangerous gas that leaks, and actually people cannot actually sense the carbon monoxide poisoning gas. It really affects a human being, but a human being cannot actually sense the carbon monoxide. But with the use of our robot can actually detect that carbon monoxide or methane or any other harmful gas that can cause fire outbreak or harm individual. And
Yeah.
the robot can actually detect fire, unsafe environmental condition. The robot can actually detect unsafe environment, whether it's high temperature, fire or gas leak. So that particular problem I
Yes.
want to solve because it leads to loss of millions of naira. Some people even death when their shop was burned because some people uh, duly kept their money in their
Yes.
shops. They don't actually take it to banks. They trust their shops. They just keep their money in their shops. So when the fire outbreaks occur, they will have nothing unless they are home. So that leads them to death. Some will start some will just jump into drug abuse
Yes.
because of that situation they have found themselves in. But with the use of our smart safety monitor and guidance robot, it can actually monitor the whole environment, detect gas, early warning system. It
Yes.
will simply make an early alarm, and it will send notification on your phone. So even whether you are not around, the robot will definitely send you a message that there is a problem in the certain environment, whether it's fire detected or gas detected. So that is the main problem that
Yes.
I want to solve.
So, you train young people too.
Yeah.
You do train them. So, why is it important to you? Why does it matter?
So I just wanted to give them what I did
Before
not get
knowledge.
before,
Okay.
actually,
Yes.
because one of the problems that affect northern young innovators, they have lack of mentorship. You will not get someone that can actually bring you closer, hear your idea,
Yes.
correct you whether you have mistakes, give you the technical equipment, guide you to make your innovation, help you to secure your products. take it to the market. Because without entrepreneurship, you are just an innovator.
Yes.
You'll just make it and keep it at home. But with the help of entrepreneurship, you will get access to the customers, start making money with your product. So I'm just trying to guide them, give them advices with the basic knowledge I have, with the smallest knowledge I have, because I'm just trying to.
Everybody's growing, we're growing.
Yeah, because one tree actually cannot make a forest.
Yes.
The way I am trying to bring the change, I only cannot bring it, but with the help of other innovators, when we come, united we stand, divided we fall.
Yes.
When we come, we share ideas, we will learn a lot from each other. We'll try to see how we can fix
it,
the problems together.
Because
only I can't actually solve even the fire and gas detection, gas explosion problem.
Yeah.
But with the help of other innovators, when we come, we share ideas, find a certain solution, and deliver the solution.
So you mentioned something that actually caught my attention, like you saying most of them lack mentorship. So do you have a mentor? Or is there someone you're looking up to?
In northern Nigeria.
Yeah, or anyway. But that is in the field of where you are going to, or
in the field of
the robotics and AI.
At the starting point, actually I don't have any mentor. Someone that knows the field, someone that supports me, support my idea, correct me when I do some mistakes. Before, actually I don't have it, because before you get access to that particular person, because the whole people by that time, 2020, 2020, actually I don't even know where to start searching for mentors. Alhamdulillah, right now you can see there are a lot of innovators that were trying to build their own start-off, their own products, like Shamsuddin Jibril, the co-founder of Zamfara Robotics. He's actually doing well because he tried to inspire new young innovators from northern Nigeria. But actually he's not my mentor. My mentor was the co-founder of Zamfara Robotics. He's there in Turkey. So actually we just met with him online.
Okay.
I don't even know that I'm going to meet him there.
Yes.
I just sent an email to their company by that time, because at that time I'm not even thinking to build my own company, my own startup. What I need is to work for someone. By that time, I just have the mindset of working for someone.
You're going to have that knowledge.
Yeah, I know that if I go to their company, there are a lot of workers there. When I negotiate with the workers, I will get to have a lot of knowledge from them, and I will work with them. I will have some certain skills and new experience from them.
Yes.
So I sent them an email. Then they replied. They told me that actually right now they are not recruiting new workers.
How did you feel?
So actually I feel very sad.
Okay.
But after a while, a couple of weeks, then the co-founder of the company messaged me on WhatsApp.
To you.
Yeah, Muhammad Mansour Abubakar. He messaged me on WhatsApp. We start talking with him. He had the project I have done so far, so that is where he started guiding me. He's one of the, if you remove my family, he is the one of the first people that actually support my innovation. He helped me, gave me new ideas, tell me the procedures to upgrade my own innovation. He even supported me with financial support to buy some new items to upgrade my own innovation. And trust me, I have never seen him face to face. He's just supporting me. So lack of access to those kind of people.
Yes.
That is the problem that I'm just trying to solve. Training young innovators. When you have an idea, I will actually give you advice based on my experience. If I have access to maybe the equipment you are going to use on your product, I will be able to give you the equipment so that you two should go and create your own innovation, because we don't know where someone will help you actually.
We've been having a lot of conversation and so let us take a quick break. When we are back, we'll digest more on robotics and AI. So let's take a quick break. Who'll be joining us to help ask Basid on how his AI and robotics has been helping in northern Nigeria. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Tech Talks on S24 television. We're just having a discussion with Basid on his innovation about robotics and AI. So let's just move faster to the bigger picture.
All right.
So why do you think Nigeria needs more local inventors instead of depending on imported technologies?
So actually, uh, building our own innovation will actually create jobs for our youth, and it will actually help the economy. And again, you know the problem you are facing,
Yes.
and you are the perfect person to be. You are the perfect person to think how you can solve the problem. For example, you have a room, and that room was leaking inside when there is rain. Uh, did you think someone from another area, you just come and describe him the problem without your help? Will you think he can just come into the room and know where the exact problem is? No, he have to search for the problem.
Yes.
We northern Nigeria, we already know our problem. When we know our problem, we by ourselves know the solution of the problem. So when we start building our own innovation, we can solve our own local problems from home. We can solve our own local problems from home, and we'll create job. And building that innovation and start selling it within us will actually help the economy.
So what problems in Nigeria do you think technology can solve if we invest more in it?
Okay. Uh, in all sector, I think technology can actually help in Nigeria. In agricultural sector, with the use of AI drones that
Yeah.
actually put fertilizer without use of human being, without use of human being to take the back of the fertilizer at his back, or work for 6 hours, because with the use of that drone, the drone can actually work last for 10 hours at least. Drone technology, agricultural sector, health sector, technology, robotics can actually help in doing theater and other taxes.
Okay.
In education,
Yes.
artificial intelligence will give a huge, will definitely help students in their learning process, and will actually help teachers for a lot of doing some tasks actually.
So you've mentioned a lot, but don't you think funding is actually one of the biggest challenge or an obstacle to achieving this success?
Yes, funding is a challenge, but even with the funding actually is the biggest challenge.
Yes.
And there is lack of technical equipment, lack of access of laboratories for research. These are the major problems we have: lack of mentorship, lack of funding, lack of research facilities. Because without research facilities, some people does not have access to the high level of artificial intelligence for them to, make their research on it.
Okay, so what's the biggest misconception young Nigerians, or let's say northern Nigerians, have about robotics and AI?
So some people think that robot is uh, only for the best countries in the world.
Oh,
Robot
yeah.
is can only be used in
Yeah.
the many in the
In
other
foreign
countries in the world,
countries.
foreign countries. Otherwise, the robot can actually be used in northern Nigeria, not only the foreign countries. And AI will not actually replace jobs, but the people that use the AI made. Did you understand?
I understand, but I have don't say what you want to say because I have something to contradict.
All right. People, the AI, artificial intelligence will not replace jobs,
Yes.
because artificial intelligence do some certain taxes. Artificial intelligence do some certain tasks, but people think that artificial intelligence will just come to destroy other people's jobs. Meanwhile, it is not right. Artificial intelligence just help you to do some things easier and faster.
Because that's where I want to like drive into that. Many
Okay.
people have this assumption that this AI is going to replace the human someday. So I wanted you to give us like a full perspective of why you think it's not so.
So actually, artificial intelligence do not have ability to think like a normal human being.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wow.
And because artificial intelligence do only make its research from data, while naturally you have
Yeah.
the ability to think by yourself to
So
create new ideas. And secondly, artificial intelligence will destroy some certain jobs and create some new jobs. That is how it is. And in terms of educational sector, artificial intelligence plays a major role. Currently, it plays a major role because it can make your tasks very simple, easier, and faster.
yes,
Both
true.
teachers and the students. And with the help of robotics, because some people think that robots will actually
Replace.
replace their jobs. Meanwhile, robot is being produced to assist you. Robot, the primary target of building robot is to assist human being,
Yes.
not to replace human being from their job. To assist, they will assist you with your job. The way AI assists you with some tasks. Maybe let's talk about image generation. Yeah. Then build image design. Image
Yes.
design. Normal image design will take at least 15 to 20 to 30 minutes. No, it's 30 minutes to design an
Yes, an
image.
image.
But with the help of AI, with the help of artificial intelligence, AI will actually design an image within a minute.
Hmm.
But how can it design that image? You have to give the AI a prompt.
A prompt,
Yeah.
yes.
So when AI replaces the image generators, the AI will bring a job for prompt generators. Because if you know how to make a prompt, so you make anything that you want to make with artificial intelligence. But when you don't have to, when you don't have that knowledge of making prompts, that means you can't generate the image.
Yes.
So after taking the before taking the image designer's job, the AI actually replaces the job so that it should become the prompt generators. You'll generate a prompt that is your work.
Wow. So how do we ensure technology improves society instead of creating more problems?
So actually, technology
Yeah.
is the major thing that drives the world right now, because uh, building technology, using technology in a certain environment, it actually takes it from uh, a certain level to another level.
Yes.
Just take a look at 5 years ago and look at this
Now the
current
current sit-
situation we are
yes.
right now. You can see a lot of changes that before you have to suffer to do some things, but with the use of technology minimize that time, help
Yes.
you to do your own tasks. For example, in the olden days, people that travel from a certain place to another, they have to travel with camel. But with the use of technology, there is car. They will travel from point A to point B.
There are planes.
Someone invents aeroplane
Yes.
because he invents something that never exists. Someone
Yes.
invents aeroplane. With the help of that aeroplane, it
Can
will
fly
fly,
anywhere.
take you from one place to another.
Yes.
So when you are not using technology, that is what I said. If you are not using artificial intelligence will not totally replace your job. But a person that use artificial intelligence that know how to use it may definitely
You
replace your
replace
job.
it.
That is how it
So
is.
Abdul Basid, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Wow.
It's
So
it's huge.
actually, uh, I'm seeing myself in the next 5 years as a founder of a driving technology company.
Wow.
My company, Unive Robotics Limited, that not only represents northern Nigeria,
Okay.
represents Africa. Represent Africa to the world. Not only Nigeria, northern Nigeria, represents Africa, expand industries across African countries, bring unity across the northern Nigeria, southern Nigeria, the other countries with Nigeria, expanding industries, tech industries across African Nigeria, are representing Nigerian to the world of innovators.
That's really good. So, what's one invention you are currently dreaming about, or you are even working on presently?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on my new humanoid robot that I'm building it alone.
What was it about? Let's know.
Yeah, it's a new robot that can actually teach, can actually make a lecture, serve as security, uh, and it can actually understand every language because we want to integrate it with artificial intelligence like OpenAI or Google
Yeah.
Cloud. We want to link it with certain artificial intelligence that can make it to understand each and every language. That means it can be anywhere, it can stay anywhere, it can teach anybody. That is how
Okay,
it
so
is.
do you feel you don't have much support? Like the way you want to be supported, you're not supported that way. You need hands, you need help. Is there any way you are
Yes.
lacking that like in this area, I actually need someone to support me, but currently, no one.
Currently, yep, still the way I am, I need access to technical equipment. Me, the stage I am, and I need access to the advanced knowledge because still we are using the basic knowledge. But when you actually move from here to another region, you get to meet a lot of other innovators and you share an idea. You get some new skills that you don't actually have here because you may not have that knowledge that you get there because you don't actually connect with them.
Yes.
But when we have access to advanced knowledge, we will be able to build more innovations.
So, do you have a particular person that motivates you every time? You call the person in the morning, call the person at night, you rent. The person always like give you have that perfect thing to say to you, like
Yes, actually,
keep on going.
uh, I have them. Not only one person. I have my brother
Aw,
Hamza Muhammad, and I have that person that is staying in Turkey. He
okay.
always tell me that every success has a story to tell. He always tell me that every success has a story to tell. No matter how I felt, I should try again. No matter how I felt, I should try again. So, and my family, they actually support me. They give me advices, tell me to work extra hard because I'm into the field right now. I know
Yes.
that I will face a lot of challenges that is beyond my age.
Abdul Basid, you are trying. So this last question: if a young Nigerian is watching this and thinks, "I have ideas, but I don't know where to start," what would you tell them?
Actually, the first thing is that he should first work on his idea
Yes.
first, and he should try to start his own. He should try to see how he can build his idea to life. Actually, because having the idea in his mind won't let him to succeed. He have to try it because no one does it when they begins.
Yeah.
Ideas does not comes out fully formed. They only become clear as you start working on them. And actually, he shouldn't care about what people say about what he's doing because the way I am actually, I have a bulletproof mind. No
Yes.
matter how you insult me or accuse what I'm doing, as far as I know what I'm doing is right, it
Yes.
is not against the law, it is not against the religion, it is not against the law actually. So I have a bulletproof mind. No matter how you insult me on the perfect thing that I know I'm on the right way, so that will not actually let me to stop what I'm doing. I do
Okay.
only do things that I know it is right.
Okay. So, one word for the northern Nigerian.
Actually, the northern Nigeria must lead the youth.
Yes.
We can't be sitting at home waiting for someone to come and raise our hands. We have to wake up, raise our hands actually by ourselves
Okay.
for us to start bringing our new ideas to life.
Okay.
Because if you do not uh, start the right thing, you'll be end off uh, doing fighting
Yes.
and election and other things. But being a responsible person, start your own idea, not necessary innovation. There are a lot of things you can dive yourself into business,
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. Just take consistency on what you are doing. As far as you have you have full confidence that it is not against a religion, it is not against the law, and what you are doing, you already have the mindset on it.
Yes.
Because you should not put yourself in something that you don't have the knowledge on it, or have you don't have the mindset of doing that. Because I can't copy someone's thing that I don't think I have knowledge on it. I'm just seeing him doing, let me copy it so that I should succeed like
Let
him.
me do my own.
No, you should find your own way that it's not against your religion, it is not against the law. As far as you know that this way, by God's grace, I may succeed in this way, and I will be able to help my community in this way. So you should just complete the way you are.
Well, we've heard everything Abdul Basid has to say to us. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and insights with us. It's inspiring to see young Nigerians using technology to solve real problems and create a better future. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so
And
much.
that's a wrap on today's edition of Tech Talk. A big thank you to our guests for joining us and to you, our viewers, for staying with us throughout the show. I hope today's conversation has helped you see technology in a new way and inspired you to think about possibilities around us. Until next time, be good. I am Gladys Asuko, and it is Tech Talks on S24 television.